let's say me and you are married and we start a business together. Our business is successful. If we get a divorce, we're both entitled to the assets of that business, right?
No, because my agreement is going to say something totally different on my prenuptial agreement. We're going to sign one.
Tell me what it says. Yeah.
So in my agreement, if I signed the beginning of it before, like I had this before we came in, but during, we're going to sign a prenup of marriage 6 months into the marriage. We're going to sign this. The business that we have, we're going to put that under the agreement that if we get divorced, I get 80% and he gets 20.
Wait a minute. The business that you guys created, not the business before, but the business you two created together, you're going to tell him that he should get 20 and you get 80?
I get 80 because I had to, just say if we have children, the cause is if we have children, then I get 80% of the business because I had to risk my life to have our legacy, right? And I did that. And then also, just say if we don't have children, I married you and I gave the rest of my life to you. I'm putting value on my life because I could have just remained single. But I loved you, so I married you and I took our vows and I'm taking them seriously. 80% should go to me because I still got to take care of myself. If we get a divorce, you got to take care of yourself. But it's going to be easier for you with being a man than it is going to be for a woman going out and back into the work field.
Y'all killing me with this. Boy, ain't no way.
80-20.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Well, you know what it is?
One more, Zacchaeus. One more.
Stupid. Use your common sense.
One more.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
So we're going to do something different. I don't normally review our content, but we may have to on this one. We had a particular guest who popped up on our collaborative TikTok live that we did Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday, January 31st, because, we're recording this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And our topic was, does love come with conditions? Very good topic.
Yes.
Right? So I want to get to what a particular person said on the panel. And no disrespect to her, but it is what it is. This is fair game. So, let's get into what she said. And we're gonna talk about it, brother, because brother, I wasn't surprised. But it was what people need to hear for a case study.
Yes.
I know what I'm doing when I pick these topics.
Right.
And I'm not bragging.
Yeah.
But they don't come from out of thin air. My topics come from research.
Research, yeah.
They come from personal experience, but also research in the world, or at least in America for this particular. Well, this applies to the world too, but we're talking about an American law on this one. So
yes,
let's go. Let's get into the. Let's get into it. Let's see what she had to say. To you, just give me 1 second. Hey, Zacchaeus, earlier you mentioned prenups, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
All right. Earlier you mentioned prenup. Hey, you know why the prenuptial agreement was created?
You know what? I never really looked. I never dived in deep into that. No.
I'll say this, right? So, prenuptial agreement was created because of the laws of the land of how the family court system works already, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if I agree that if a man comes in with a prenuptial agreement that he has 1 foot out the door. You didn't say that. I know you didn't say that verbatim.
No,
but you did. No, you didn't say that, but you did mention that being like a condition, right?
Yeah.
In the condition category, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like going into the marriage already with like a release button. But I would say this, I'm gonna ask you this question and then you're gonna be like, okay, I get it. Is the divorce court fair to men?
No.
Okay, let's add more context, right?
Yeah.
So most men marry women who make less money than them, right?
Right.
And that's because of the adverse of women typically only want to, most cases, only want to marry men that make more money than them.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Not only more money, but women typically go after men who have more acquired assets than them prior to getting married, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I would say those are the conditions that women look at. For example, he's got a home, he's got a business, he's got boom, boom, boom. Wow, he's a great catch. Right?
Right. Yeah.
And as men, we don't have that criteria on women. We don't care if a woman has all these other like financial assets, because at the end of the day, we know that the responsibility as far as us providing for the family is going to be on us anyway, right? We just want a wife who loves us and respects us, right?
Right.
Yeah. For them, ideally, right?
Yeah.
So the only thing a prenup does is guard the assets that you had before you came into the marriage. It doesn't, the assets that you acquire in a marriage still get divvied out.
Yeah.
So I would say that if a man signs a prenup, if a man brings a prenuptial agreement into a marriage, my opinion, that he's only doing that to combat the laws of the land that's already unfair to him in the first place. What's your response to that, my brother?
Well, that's a fair shake, because it's been many times where if he doesn't do a prenuptial agreement, he'll take away all his hard work. Because you look at it this way, that here you have a man that's an athlete, or you have a man that has a business, and he worked from the ground up. He worked. It was blood, sweat, and tears. He put into himself. He put into his business. He put into himself. It was blood, sweat, and tears he put into that. And for somebody to come because of their emotions, and because they have an emotion of feeling happy, to take that all away, that's unfair, you know? That's unfair. Or take half of that away, his hard work, blood, sweat, and tears.
One seat the front desk, WN.
That's unfair, you know? Yeah. I was walking when I did that.
Hey, Unique, you have something to say?
Yes, on the prenup agreement. I think if a man presents a prenup agreement and we're finna get married, I would sign it. I would not have a problem with it, because I definitely want you to protect yourself in this marriage. And if we ever do divorce, you have everything that you came in with. I also would be able to love
and also so do you. And also so do you. You get to keep right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I will be able to love him on a different scale. But I also know that with him having a prenup agreement, I'm gonna have a prenup agreement too. So we both gonna sign on the same day. Also, so I'm gonna look at the marriage not.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen very carefully. Play more.
As I'm gonna look at it as love. I love you unconditionally, but I'm also gonna look at it as everything that I benefit from having two people instead of one person, I can do it twice as more. So this is my advantage for me to come up more on being in this marriage, because financially it's not going to hurt me.
Zacchaeus, did you catch that right there?
Yeah, I said financially it's not going to hurt me.
No, before that, she said, come up.
Come up, yeah.
Yeah. I'll play more.
Mm-hmm. And that.
Wait, can you repeat that? I'm not being cynical. Can you repeat that? You said
Okay.
before you said come up. I just want to make sure I heard you clearly. That's all.
Yeah. So it's going, I would sign a prenup agreement. I would sign his and he would sign mine. I know that this is a come up. And when I say come up, I know that I will be able to expand my knowledge to, like, just say get degrees, get that really good job that I've been trying to get. But since now I have another person, 2 hits is better than 1. Now I can get that job because I have somebody backing me, right? He gonna watch the kids while I'm working my job. I'm gonna watch the kids while he working his job. So I can make, instead of making just say 40,000, now I can make that 100,000. Because if we ever get divorced, you can't touch the 100,000 I'm making a year at all. So I'm a benefit from having a prenup of my own, protecting my assets as he to protect his. I know I'm gonna be okay. So I feel like it's a safety measure, definitely. With signing his and him signing mine. It's not going to be, I'm going to love you through it, but I'm not going to have that same respect and that same, compromising on my end for him, with him having that prenup that he would have for me with signing that prenup.
Okay.
Because if we divorce, it's nothing, no benefit.
Okay, so stay right there. Prenups are to protect before. Once you're together, say like me and you are married, right? Because I just paid attention closely to what you're saying in terms of the point that you made about, where I'm signing his and he's signing mine. So it's almost like you're saying that your prenuptial agreement could be different from his. But before I get to that, let's say me and you are married and we start a business together. Our business is successful. If we get a divorce, we're both entitled to the assets of that business, right?
No, because my agreement is going to say something totally different on my prenuptial agreement. We're going to sign one.
Tell me what it says. Yeah.
So in my agreement, if I signed the beginning of it before, like I had this before we came in, but we're going to sign a prenup of marriage 6 months into the marriage. We're going to sign this. The business that we have, we're going to put that under the agreement that if we get divorced, I get 80% and he gets 20.
Wait a minute. The business that you guys created, not the business before, but the business you two created together, you're going to tell him that he should get 20 and you get 80?
I get 80 because I had to, just say if we have children, the cause is if we have children, then I get 80% of the business because I had to risk my life to have our legacy, right? And I did that. And then also, if we don't have children, I married you and I gave the rest of my life to you. I'm putting value on my life because I could have just remained single. But I loved you, so I married you and I took our vows and I'm taking them seriously. 80% should go to me because I still got to take care of myself. If we get a divorce, you got to take care of yourself. But it's going to be easier for you with being a man than it is going to be for a woman going out and back into the work field.
Y'all killing me with this. Boy, ain't no way.
80-20.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Well, you know what it is?
One more, Zacchaeus. One more.
Stupid. Use your common sense.
One more.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
Zacchaeus, please respond to this.
He cannot agree for you to get all that 80 and 20. And some women, they use the kids as a crush to get more money. They use the kids to get more assets so they can, and usually they just use it on themselves. The kids, you're going to give the kids about so much money. Yes, kids, you need to support them and love them and support them, but usually the extra money is going into your pocket. So when she said 80-20, automatically I thought about that. Most of it is going to her. Some will go towards the kids, but majority of that is going towards her. because she wants to. Remember, I said women lean on security. They want, and a lot of them they lean on it. They want it. So, therefore, I would understand that. Therefore, she's like, nah, 80 because I bore your kids. I bore your kids. So 80, and they feel that they did a lot. But I don't know why the business aspect got to deal with money. I mean, but it's I guess it's everything has to deal with it because
it was my question.
20.
So I'm
80,
responsible.
20.
I'm responsible for that question because I'm the one who gave her the scenario.
Yeah.
Because I said to her, prenups are to protect what you have before you come in.
Right.
She's gonna have a counter prenup saying, if we ever the stuff that the assets that we require in a marriage, I want 80% of that, and you should only get 20. And she still stood 10 toes down, even if they didn't have kids. Did you get that part?
Yeah, even if they didn't have kids yet, she still takes the bulk.
And her reasoning was because I'm a woman and you're a man.
A man.
I beg your pardon.
Yep.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I'm the lady. I'm the lady and you're the man. So therefore, yes, I get more than you. Yeah.
Zacchaeus, let's not miss this. What happens in a divorce with children before the age of 21 is something called child support.
Right.
She didn't say anything about that. That's an addition.
Yeah.
Zacchaeus, listen. That's an addition to the 80-20.
Yes.
So you want 80% of the business, the profits, and child support? You probably want alimony too. I ain't even get to that.
Oh, yeah. That's absolutely, yes. She wants all of that because she said, I sacrificed my body, so therefore I deserve all of that. Yeah.
If there's kids, but if there's no kids, she still wants 80-20. What man do you know on this planet that would agree to that?
None.
Stay right there.
Not one. 80-20. I'm actually just giving it away to you. 80-20. Not one. If they're not playing the SIM card, but not, I don't even think the Sims are going to be doing that. Like, oh no, I gotta do what? What? Oh no.
She said, for the sake of the audience, I'm going to play more. Because I think our brother Yard responded to that.
Yeah.
Mr. Yard chat.
Oh my God.
I'm
Red
sorry, I thought I
flag.
gave y'all a headache.
Red flag. Red flag. Red flag.
Oh
You
no.
know what you're doing? Your marriage be like a competition.
No, it'll be a power dynamic. For
Competition.
me, it won't be. It'll be based on love, but it would be
Nah,
definitely in with power.
Girl, be honest. For what you're speaking about, I didn't hear nothing about love. Everything is about money.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It'll start off with love. Love will be the foundation that I'm marrying into.
No. You cannot have money and love. You can, but in this situation, your money, you love the money more than the love itself.
Okay, I can see that.
So listen, check this out. What female gotta understand is you can never match a man. I hope that didn't go over your head. You will never match a man and you would never can compete with a man. I don't know who told your guys that line, but you're buying it.
No,
You're buying it to a T, girl. Keep it honest. That's what this platform about. Keep it real. Keep it 100% real.
Well,
because what you're projecting, God as my witness today, I will never marry you. because it's red flags right there.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
Big up to Yard Chat. Big up to Yard Chat, man. Yeah. Because when you see somebody, the first thing that come out their mouth is about money. And I'm going to be honest with you, she's not the only one that thinks this way.
Of course not.
I mean, she just was bold enough to say it. But there's many women that you can encounter. There's a lot of women, not all, but there's a lot of women that you can encounter. The first thing they think about is the bag. Some wouldn't admit it. Some don't want to admit it, and some will never say it. But deep down inside, if you're not coming with the right change, and you see what she said, the 80-20, that's her truth coming out. 80-20, that's why Yard Chat was like, I would not marry you because it's all about the money with you. Forget about the love is not mentioned. Love is not mentioned. Character is not mentioned. A peace of mind is not mentioned. It's about that mighty dollar that's mentioned.
Zacchaeus.
Mm-hmm.
She said something else. This episode was called "Does Love Come with Conditions?"
Yeah.
Zacchaeus, did she prove my point?
Yes, absolutely.